This is Paul at Boaters Exchange. Today we're going to check out the NauticStar 2140 Sport, which is a 21-foot bay boat made by NauticStar Boats out of Mississippi. NauticStar is the #1 selling bay boat in the U.S. and in our part of Florida, we're in Rockledge, Florida. It happens to be the #1 selling boat brand. So the 21-foot 2140 Sport has a length overall without the motor of 21 feet and a beam of 92 inches. It is a base model. It's also price controlled. So one of the nice things about the 2140 Sport is that it has a nationally advertised price and it's set at a low margin. Yamaha and NauticStar partner with the dealer in order to bring the boat to you at a pre-negotiated, heavily discounted price. So you get a lot of boat for the money. So that's the 2140 Sport. The predecessor to this boat is the 2110 Sport. So if you happen to see online and you're looking around for the 2110 Sport versus 2140, this boat replaced the 2110. What's different? One of the main things is that it has a ventilated hull. So down here on the side is the ventilated hull, and what that does is it introduces air into the bottom of the boat where water and air are mixed, which does several things. One, it makes the boat quicker to plane, it decreases friction and increases speed and fuel economy. The 2110 did not have the ventilated hull feature. The 2140, the new 2140, which came out I believe in 2017 model year, has that feature. So the base price of the 2140 Sport does not include some of the standard features that you would get, say for instance, on the big cousin, which would be the 215 Extreme Tournament Series, 215 XTS. What do I mean by that? Well, for instance, hull color is not standard on the 2140 Sport, and it is on the 215 XTS. But again, this boat being price controlled, getting a lot of boat for the money, some of the items have to be featured up or optioned out. So one of the things you'll notice is that NauticStar includes a nice style line that goes down the entire side of the boat. And the style line, as I've said before, not only adds to the beauty of the boat, but also increases rigidity of the hull side. And rigidity translates into fuel economy. Stiffer hull means better fuel economy, better speed. So better transfer power from the outboard motor to the wetted surface. Also, another thing you'll notice on NauticStar is they've got real nice, what do you call them, chines. So the chines under there are very defined and very stiff. One of the things they do is NauticStar putties the chine line. And so on the inside of the boat, after the lamination step, the chine has been puttied with a stiffener, which also, as I said, makes the hull stiffer and increases fuel economy and speed. That's why you'll notice on the NauticStar bay boats, if you compare them to their competitors, you'll always notice that NauticStar, for instance, on Yamaha's performance charts, are usually a couple of miles an hour faster and also a little more fuel efficient, everything else being equal. And that's because of, in part, because of the advanced hull design, the ventilated hull, the stiffeners that they're putting in on the chine. Another thing NauticStar does that you don't hear much about is that they used a moisture barrier coat. The barrier coat is the outermost layer of resin just below the gel coat layer, and what it does is it prevents osmotic blistering by preventing water molecules from passing beyond the gel coat layer. And that's super important. There's a lot to be said about it. I'm not going to get into the details here, but the point is that most boats in the economy or the value space do not take the time or the expense to put in a moisture barrier coat, and with NauticStar you get it right out of the box. One of the reasons why they are the #1 selling bay boat. But that's probably not the primary reason. I would say the main reasons have to do from the rub rail in. So on this boat you get awesome performance. It's a great transfer of horsepower from motor to hull bottom, which gives you all of the great things about ride handling, speed, economy, things like that. But from the rub rail in, this boat is super handy, very feature rich. Coming around to the stern of the boat is a bustle transom, and what we've got are essentially two pods on either side of the motor well. And what these pods do, they create buoyancy They also enhance time to plane. So we've got a little bit of material back here beyond the motor bracket, and that helps this boat get on plane quicker. But also if you're fishing around the stern of the boat, let's say there's 2 or 3 people in the back of the boat, there's plenty of buoyancy for to be fighting fish and also carry the weight of the 4-stroke motor. Furthermore, this motor cutout just also helps with time to plane, and that's because the motor is basically inset from the very back of the boat. Notice how they've got an integrated swim platform. Outside of the boat is a nice generous swim step, and what this does is give you a little easier access in and out of the boat. Instead of trying to climb into the boat here, you've got a landing point here, which is down closer to the water level. 2 grab rails mean that it's easier to get in and out of the boat. You'll notice some brands just have 1 grab rail or even no grab rail at all, which means reboarding is difficult. By the way, NauticStar only rigs with Yamaha outboards, so they've got an exclusive with Yamaha. They're a Yamaha partner, which fits in nice with Boaters Exchange because we are also a Yamaha key dealer, which means we only service and sell Yamaha outboards, and we are recognized as a best-in-class Yamaha dealer, and we certainly feel that NauticStar Boats is one of their star brands. Flip-up seats in the back are a must for any bay boat right now. NauticStar, I think, has one of the better designs on the market. The big news is they've got a nice stainless steel hinge system, and the way it works is you just push the lever on one side and you can unlock it, and then from there you've got storage underneath, and a flip-up seat that in the down position seat backrest has non-skid on it. And what I like about that is then you have a nice big casting platform area when the seat is in the down position. Furthermore, the live well right here in the center, what's nice about the live well system is the hinges are flush. These are double barrel hinges that are through bolted. That means that the live well lid can go all the way open without damaging the hinge system because it's double barrel. Notice the through bolting and the solid stainless steel latch, which is a quality indicator. This hatch, by the way, is an RTM molded lid. The hatch is built in a clamshell mold, and the resin is transferred in through suction, and it's all one very rigid piece of composite material. I weigh around 230 pounds. I'm standing on this little hatch and it's not bending. That's important to me on any boat. Over on the sides here is an orange peel non-skid, and that gives you something that's gentle on the feet but still non-skid capability on the gunnel. But more importantly, the primary non-skid on these boats is diamond pattern. Diamond pattern non-skid is very aggressive on the feet, and it will hold you when you're up on the platform or on the deck and you've got maybe a little bit of fish slime on the deck or water. You don't have to worry about falling or tripping as easily, slipping. Notice back here is a spot for a fishing chair. That's an option that can be added easily at the dealer level. The most important feature of most of the boats we sell, obviously, is the center console and the helm layout. What we've got here are raised gauges that are up and out of the way, leaving a nice large area on the console for the new electronics. Furthermore, we've got a glove box. The glove box to me is very useful because you can put keys, your wallet, maybe even a cell phone in here. There's also a power port, 2 cup holders. There can never be enough. Good positive switches here. When I say positive, it means that they're not cheap. You can feel the quality in the switches that they've selected. They're good quality rocker switches. Hydraulic steering on this boat, you'll notice that that's a differentiator in terms of price point. The cheaper boats will have cable steer. They won't you may not be aware that it's cable steer, but the NauticStar 2140 has hydraulic steering standard. And by the way, max horsepower is 150. We sell these in either 115 or 150 configurations. It does well with either one. It's more a function of how many people you plan to have on board. By the way, the helm seat is an upgraded helm seat, and it's got storage underneath. It has the fixed place seat backrest there's a grab handle so that the passenger has something to grab onto. It's something that a lot of the boat brands forget about. And we've also got the footrest that folds down and place for a cooler underneath. So for boats that we want to store in a garage, it's nice because the windshield and the grab rail can be easily removed. What happens is you take these little tabs off the windshield here by just twisting them. There's 5 of them. And then also you remove this knob here and the grab rail folds down. Most garages have a 7-foot clearance, and this point on most trailers is below 7 feet. So that's real handy. We've got integrated rod holders, so there's a total of 6 rod storage on the console itself. On the front side of the console is a second live well, and it's great to have a bay boat with 2 live wells. So this is standard configuration. And hey, by the way, check it out. The standpipe for both live wells has a holder. So how many boat brands actually thought of a place to hold the standpipe? Another neat feature is right over here. The inlet for the live well has a hose bib attachment. So you can convert the front live well to a washdown system by simply attaching a coil hose to the inlet of the live well, which in my opinion is very, very handy. And there's an on-off switch right here. Now you've got instant washdown system. Didn't cost you for an extra option. Hey, how cool is it that the passenger sitting up here has a handhold? If you have 2 kids up front, there's 1 on each side, and that just gives that person a little more safety. Checking out the front of the boat, we've got lockable rod storage on either side. So all of the front compartments have the double barrel hinge system, and they're all lockable. Why is that important? Once again, I can open this hatch all the way up through bolted hinges again, and I don't have to worry about springing the hinge. Furthermore, I don't have to worry about stubbing my foot. If I'm up here barefoot and I've got a barrel hinge that's above grade, it's very painful on your feet. And again, I mentioned this, but the latch mechanism is 100% stainless, all solid. There's not any plastic or rubber components here that you'll see on some of the competitors. We've got the non-skid, and we have the RTM, it's resin transfer molding lid. So it's an RTM lid. RTM lid means that it's very rigid. I can stand on this lid, it's not gonna crack. Built-in standard is gonna be a place for a bow fishing seat. Anchor hanger, standard, comes with an anchor. How many boats have I sold where I'm struggling with the customer trying to find the right anchor to match the anchor locker? NauticsStar takes that problem away. They give the anchor with the boat, so there's always a matching anchor, and it's nicely stored in a vertical position. There's a notch for the anchor rope, something that often is forgotten. So I can close this lid and still have the anchor rope attached. There's a cleat, a tie-off point in the bow, or sorry, inside the locker. And then we get to the trolling motor mount, which is, in my opinion, the best I've seen on any of the bay boats. On the trolling motor mount, there's this big pad built in with a quick release plug that's standard. So automatically I have a nice place to mount the trolling motor and the quick release plug that goes back to the trolling motor batteries inside the console. Furthermore, the nav light up front, instead of being mounted up here where it will be in the way of the trolling motor or will not be above grade of the trolling motor, NauticStar gives a Pylon mount nav light that will always be out of the way and above grade, and that's standard equipment, which makes the boat safer at night and easier to rig. The 2140 Sport by NauticStar is probably the #1 selling boat on our lot. We do around 250 boats a year, give or take, and of all those boats, the NauticStar 2140 is probably the best seller. It features a lifetime hull warranty, a limited lifetime hull warranty, so the first owner of the boat will be covered under the hull warranty for the lifetime of the boat. It's a 1-year bow to stern warranty. All components are covered for 1 year. As I tell everyone, the warranty is only as good as the company that backs it up. and NauticsStar stands behind their warranty. They support their dealers, and as everyone knows, boats are handmade objects that sometimes mistakes are made in the process of either building the boat or rigging them. But what's important is, you know, how the company stands behind any warranty issue. And one of the nice things about NauticStar, in fact, all of the brands that we carry, they were selected based on how well they support their customers and their dealers. And NauticStar, we feel, is one of the best. So thanks for watching. This is Paul at Boaters Exchange. Click on the link for more information. You can visit us online, boatersexchange.com. Our main location is in Rockledge, Florida. We've got a satellite location in New Smyrna Beach. And you can reach us anytime at 321-638-0090. Look forward to meeting you.